my goddamn 1089!
He's gone, sir.
Die.
Fellas.
You know what? I don't know why, but I went on a little drive this morning, Brook Neal, about 20 minutes from my folks' house, and the radio in the car has been not working for the past several months. So, you know, when it's just, you know, the back road country drive where there's like zero traffic aside from maybe one or two cars going in the opposite direction or some squirrels, you got time to think. And I don't know why, but just the finale for the haves and the have-nots popped in my mind, and how it was essentially a bloodbath. And some people have, you know, the when the show ended last year, and If Loving You Is Wrong, people are like, damn, I don't even know if I want to keep watching The Oval and Sistas, because what if Tyler decides to do the same thing with those shows and give us, you know, rushed, crappy endings where everybody dies? And this is probably going to be a very dark video, which is probably why I'm going to title it The Darkest Way Tyler Perry Can End Sistas, or The Darkest Way Tyler Perry's Sistas Can End, or so. I'll think of some top title like that. But I'm just going to do a quick rundown on the character list here, because people are speculating season 5 is the last season. To my knowledge, there is no confirmation of season 5 being the last season, but let's just say, for the sake of humor me, let's just say this is the final season. Again, no confirmation, hypothetically. And based on Tyler Perry's knack for deadly finales, unfinished business, of course, how would the show end? Now, I'm not going to do a full-on, here's how every single character ends their storyline, but I'm really just going to focus on the main characters, aka the sisters: Andy, Sabrina, Karen, Danny, maybe a little Zach and Fatima, and some of the other characters might get mentioned. So if you want to fill in the blanks, let me know what you think. This is, in my opinion, I feel like a lot of people probably already talked about this amongst your own friend groups of fans of how Sistas will end. Andy getting killed either by Gary because of his abusiveness. Remember, her ex in college was allegedly an abuser, and Gary, in a drunken, you know, state, bruised her ribs. It's going to get to the point where he probably kills her. Or Jasmine somehow gets out of jail and kills them both, because she was going to do that anyway. But remember, Gary put rubber bullets in the gun or some shit like that. I forgot, but it was the cop out, so he survived the finale of season 2 when she shot him twice in the chest. Danny, now, based on the character synopsis for season 5, in the premiere where you had that extremely rude woman and the man that was with her, I don't think they're married. I believe they're like separated, but they, you know, were going to this summer camp to get their son for the broken, you know, leg. Him and Danny start seeing each other, but it turns out he's an abuser. So Danny could be killed by him, you know, going out in the streets and whatnot, you know, messing around with all these men, and he's an abuser. Or maybe the crazy wife kills her. Or then another dark twist, Preston's stepbrothers return and kill her. Dead. I mean, hell, even darker twist would be if she does decide to make things official with Preston, and then, you know, she gets killed because of that racist individuals. Karen is a no-brainer. People are like, Tyler might go the acrimony route. She dies trying to get revenge on Fatima and Zach, because Fatima, a real one, she probably kill her. Or, you know, Karen's own actions result in herself dying, because I mean, it would be interesting way back in episode 1 if, remember when she was at the doctor to check to see if she had an STD from one of Zach's sexcapades with somebody else, and the doctor said, oh, you know, you're over 35. I think she's like 36 canonically or something. You know, oh, you're over the age of 35, meaning that, you know, there are more complications for birth, so you might want to think about like freezing your eggs and whatnot. And given how she's a stressed out mess right now, it would be really messed up if during pregnancy, during childbirth, Karen dies from that. And what would be even worse is if, you know, the baby is actually born, but we never find out who the mother is. I think that it would be a twist if it was Aaron's child, and kind of like with Fawn, the woman died. And unlike Fawn's kids, because apparently Aaron was not the father of those kids, this would be, you know, his child. And the woman he wanted more than anything is dead too, so that would be pretty dark. But with Tyler Perry, we'll probably never find out who the father is. I feel like that shit will piss me off, but I could see that happening. Zach and Fatima dying only if Karen like tries to take them all out, but I think Fatima being a real one, she would just end it. You could also argue, what if I don't know, people trying to go after Madam decide to go after her family, and that includes Fatima, and then that leads to her and Zach dying. That's possible, but I don't see that happening. Even if Zach and Fatima quote unquote die in Sisters, they still got Zatima. Different universes. And with Sabrina, I feel like he can go the haves and have not route, where, and I mentioned this in a TV Line article video I did. Let's say Sabrina and Maurice don't get out of jail. They end up going to prison because of the Q, you know, scam, making them seem to be the ones who conspired to have the bank, you know, robbed. And let's say, like Catherine being in there with little Lizzie's, what was it, aunt or cousin or whatever, and she got revenge by killing Catherine. What if, okay, I think this would be an interesting twist. Maybe Tyler can change it up, but even though we haven't seen Alonzo since season 2, what if he has, like, you know, siblings or relatives who are, you know, behind bars for one reason or another, and let's say Alonzo was somebody that they held dear, like perhaps he put money on their books or whatever, and they've heard it through the grapevine that, hey, Sabrina Hollins, you work at that bank, right? Yeah, that's where Alonzo beat up that, you know, cross-dresser, and then that started the spiral of downward spiral, him losing his endorsements and whatnot, and, you know, because of that, his life, you know, just had no meaning, and he committed suicide, or he didn't have any more money to put on our books, so I want to get you. You know, she dies because of that. And same with Maurice, you know, like in the situation, if he has a cellmate or, you know, something who has any relation to Alonzo, that could happen. Or Alonzo gets locked up for doing the same kind of shit, and then he's in a cell with Maurice, and I could see them either killing each other or one killing the other. I don't know. But Sabrina, yeah, that could possibly happen. And that's pretty much it. So I talked about all the main characters. What do I think of Calvin? Him and Q get together? Shit, I don't know. I honestly don't care. Pam probably takes over the salon. That's it, right? Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's pretty much it. So that's like the darkest way Tyler Perry could end Sisters, which would suck if he did that. So yeah, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. This was morbid as hell, and I'll catch you all in the next video.